Good morning, children. How are you all? Okay, today we are going to see a new poem, The Patriot. The poem 6. All of you take page number 81. In your book, page number 81. Okay, The Patriot. So, how do you show your love for your country? How do you show? Very good. By obeying, by abiding the rules of the country. Okay, very okay. So, can you name few freedom fighters? Can you name few freedom fighters? Who are the great patriots? Who fought for our country? Okay, so everybody knows Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, everybody knows about him. Yeah, so today we are going to talk about patriotic. See, patriotic. The patriotism is love for one's own country. This poem is written by Sir Walter Scott. This poem is written by Sir Walter Scott. He is the father of historical novel. See, Scott was interested in the old border tales and ballads. It's all like songs, okay, which will be devoted to the country or exploration of the border country. Okay, so his early years Scott spent in Sandy Knowe in the residence of his parental grandfather. There his grandmother told him tales of old heroes. Okay, so he was born in Edinburgh. He was born in Edinburgh, 15th August 1771. Okay, he died at the age of 61. He is a Scottish historical novelist and poet, and he is very popular during his lifetime and over the world. Many of his works remain classic of both English language literature and of Scottish literature. See, during this time Scott became known by the nickname the Wizard of the North. He was known by the Wizard of the North. Okay, so he has written many novels which illustrate the aspects of Scottish regional life. Okay, Scottish regional life. Okay, however, Scott grew up to be a man over 6 feet and great physical endurance. Okay, then he also written old romantic poetry of France and Italy and of the modern German poets. Okay, so this is about Sir Walter Scott. Okay, so this is the history of Sir Walter Scott. Okay, so now we'll move on to his poem. Okay, what he is, we will read about that. Okay, so listen. So this poem is about patriotism. It is a powerful innate force within most of us and even for Walter Scott. So he was surely one of the great patriotics of 19th century Scotland. So my native land is an outburst of contempt for anyone lacking a deep love of their native country. So Scott can only imagine such a person to be a self-important, vile, rich, with soul so dead that there is no end for him, more deserving than to die, uh, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. Okay, so this is what the patriotism is. See, first we'll read. First we'll read the content. See what it is focused about. It is focused about the some, see, patriotism. The main theme is the patriotism. Okay, so here what he is talking about, see, if a person is patriotic, if he has that love for his country, everybody will remember him. If he is unpatriotic, the main reason here is, the opinion of the poet is, the see, the kind of life of an unpatriotic person, how the unpatriotic person will lead his life. See, an unpatriotic person may gain wealth or power that fills him with pride, but yet his absence of love for his motherland will cause him to lose his good name and respect. So he shall not be praised by any poet, and he shall die twice. He shall be dead while living such a life, and he shall die again towards the end of his life, and he shall not be remembered or mourned after the end of it. So this is according to the poet, this unpatriotic person is immoral and a selfish life. So he is living a selfish life. Okay, see, this is the content, this is the summary of the poem. See, and a patriotic person would lead a life of contentment and harmony, with abundance of love for his country. So he shall have a good name and respect of his fellow countrymen. He shall be praised by he will be praised by everybody. So even if he dies, everybody will mourn, and everybody in the country will remember him. Okay, that is what the poet is telling. But see what the poet is telling here. This unpatriotic person's life, how the life of the person will be. So that is what he wanted to explain here. Okay, so shall I read the first line? Open your book. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said. So there is this man who appears alive, but who's dead inside. This man has never proudly said to himself. See, what they are telling is, even if he is alive, he is dead. Okay, even he is alive, he is dead. So this is my own, my native land, whose heart hath near within him burned. So if his heart, like this, if a person is not accepting or loving his own country, then that person will be never remembered. Okay, never remembered. As home is footsteps, he hath turned from wandering on a foreign strand. If such their breath go, mark him well, for him no minstrel raptures swell. high though his titles, proud is name. See, here he has used all the old English language. If there is such a person, then you can be certain that there will be no poet who would sing passionately about him. So that is what he is telling. Though he have grown in status, in pride, in his wealth, money. See, he may be he may have become limitless, like proud of himself, but he is proud only of himself. Not nobody will remember this type of person. Okay, so that's what the poet is telling. Okay, so here he is telling that there is a man who appears alive. See, even if this person wandering here and there to all the foreign countries, gaining the knowledge from our country and going and working for other country and earning more money, earning pride, like that, if they earn also, it is good for nothing. Okay, he is telling it is good for nothing. So next, turn page number 82. See here, boundless is wealth as wish can claim. Despite those titles, power, pelf, the rich, concentrated all in self. Despite all the power, pride, wealth, whatever he has gained, but it is not mean that the person is not who is already self-centered. He is only thinking about himself. Yes or no? He is thinking about himself. That is what the poet is telling. Living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vale dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. So, his death is doubly death, physical death and death of his soul. So this is because he is unpatriotic to his native land where he is born, and that country only give him that much power and wisdom, but he is not utilizing it properly. He is not utilizing it properly. He is wandering in foreign strand and collecting the boundless money. However, according to the poem, it is worthless. No one will sing for him if he comes in a higher post, and because he is not have any feelings of patriotism, he will be happy because of his post, his hard work, whatever with this money. But this person is thinking about himself. That is what I told you, self-centered person. Okay, even though he is thinking that he is very big person, but the poet is telling, if he is not having the love towards his motherland, then he is nothing. His soul is already dead. He is living, but his heart is buried. Okay, he is even though if he has money, power, whatever it is useless, it is dust. Like that the poet is telling. So there will be his soul will not die in peace and honor. So he will be unremembered. He will not be remembered, or he will not be given honor. Okay, that's what the poet is explaining. So shall we move on to the new meanings? Breaths, leaves, hath, as. This is old usage. Okay, old usage like William Shakespeare, when he these type of these poets, they will use these words in their dramas. Okay, old English words. Burned, feel excited, stand, shore, minstrel, poet, no rapture swell, no poet would sing about him. Pelf, money, wealth, rich, unfortunate, annoying person, forfeit, lose, renown, fame, veil, worthless, whence, where. So, what are the characteristic features of patriot? Patriot is a man who loves his native land. His heart burns from his motherland even if he has been wandering all over the world. What characterizes a person who is not patriot? The poet compares a person who is not patriotic to a man whose soul is dead. An unpatriotic person has never said to himself that this is my country, my native land. His heart has never burned within him while he is returning back to his homeland after wandering all over the world. Who does the word him refer to? The word him refers to the person who is not patriot, unpatriotic person. Why is the poet unhappy with such a person? The poet is unhappy with person who is not patriot because despite his titles, power and wealth, a patriotic person is selfish and never thinks about his motherland. Such a person will never become famous despite his wealth. He will lead a worthless life and die unwept, unhonored and unsung. What does the poet say? He shall go down. The person may have high rank of his title and he may have plenty of wealth, but all will go to the vale dust. Make a list of words, rhyming words. Burnt, turned, well, swell, dead, said, pelf, self, renown, down, sprung, unsung. Which line in the poem do you like most? Why? The first line of the poem. Breathes there the man with soul so dead who never to himself had said, this is my own, my native land. A person who is not told himself, this is my own, my native land, he is like a dead person. What according to you is patriot? A patriot is the one who does something for the nation and is ready to die for the nation. Okay. So, summary of the poem. Patriotism is written by poet Sir Walter Scott, who has described the nature of unpatriotic person who only loves his money and power. So his death is doubly death, physical death and death of his soul. So this is because he is unpatriotic to the native land where he is born, and that country only give him that much power and wisdom, but he is not utilizing it properly. Okay, hard words: breath, minstrel, raptures, pelf, wretch, forfeit, renown, veil, concentrated, sprung, wandering. Homework: write the hard words 5 times. Write the meanings 1 time and write 5 Karnataka freedom fighters which you know. Okay, write it in the rough note. Thank you, children.